8 into the beat, 2 foot Dino. Here with a new video and a new guest, Otta Johnson. No, I haven't been doing this for very long, but of all the people that I've interviewed, you were the first to come up to me and say you were interested in sitting down and sharing what you had to offer. So before we really get into it, could you just share a little bit about why?
So everybody that I spoke to about you, or about people that do interviews, you know what I mean, they all told me that you're very well at what you do and you're a good source to go to. So
I'm glad. That means I'm doing something right. I know it wasn't just about me. I know you have a little bit about your own business that you wanna let people know about. So we'll start off simple. Otta, could you tell us a little bit about what it is that you do, this business that you're starting?
Well, my business is called Johnson's Furniture Construction, and what we do is we want to combine artistic abilities with compassion and creativity to create an atmosphere of beautiful furniture as well as architect. You know what I mean? So there's a lot more to it than just building furniture or doing small home improvements. You know what I mean? Like, we want to have connections with our customers, not only so that they come back or so that they recommend us to other people, but our main objective is to leave the customer satisfied, and that's what's most important to us.
Okay, so you're not just out here just doing a job.
Mm-hmm. This is more than a job to me. This is my life's passion. You know what I mean? I've been doing this trade since I was little. My dad was a carpenter, and he was his own business, but he was going through the Handyman's Association. And so whenever he had a project or he had a job site to go to, he would usually bring me, or we would do small projects at the house, and it just always satisfied me.
So it was kind of a progression. You started young, and then it started to become your own. You said a lot of people don't really understand what you do, whether that be in specifically the carpentry business or just starting your own business in general. Tell me about those misconceptions that people have.
Well, mainly it's just people coming up to me, after I describe what I do and what Johnson's Furniture Construction is about. They're mainly focused on, oh, well, you're still in high school. How are you running this business, and how, like, is this even legitimate in a way? You know what I mean? And it's a thing where it's not. You know what I mean? I just don't understand where it's like, just because I'm a high school student, I can't, follow my dreams in school.
You can't be serious.
Right.
So how are you breaking that stigma? You know what I'm saying? Like, they think you're a high school student, they think a high school student can only perform at this level and be in this box. What are you doing in your business, maybe in life as well, that's outside of that box? It lets people know that you're serious, that you're for real.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't like to say things and then not back them up. So mainly in that subject, to answer that question, I just let my work answer. You know what I mean? So if somebody says, hey, I don't really think you can do this, and then they want something, like a piece of furniture or like a small little box or something like that, I'll build it for them, and then usually their opinions change.
That's cool that you say that. You're not letting the ego thing get in the way. If they don't believe in you, you just show them. Like, they want something from you. Like, look what I can do. This journey that you're on, building a business, I don't think you're doing it alone. Am I wrong?
At first, it was just me. I was figuring all the legal issues and personal financing things like that, to fund for my business alone. But then, because I'm doing this not only for me to pursue my dreams and make myself happy, but I'm doing this also for my mother. You know what I mean? So I wanted to provide her with a chance to be a part of what I'm doing to help her out. So now she's working for me, and I'm working with her, and she's my secretary. She does all of our paperwork and all of our finances. She takes care of records and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So she's definitely a big part of that. And if you're watching this at home, I can't thank you enough for doing that. You're the stepping stone of what's going to help me succeed, and I appreciate that. Our recent member, Eric Churchill, he he just came to me. You know what I mean? We had a serious talk. When I first moved out here, he was the first person, to come to me and to talk to me and to introduce me to a lot of people. So we already had a friendship based off of that. And then he had offered to help me out with what I'm trying to do, because I need help. You can't just do this whole thing by yourself. You know what I mean? Just like anything else in life.
Having that team, or finding that team, I like to call it in my own life, finding like your Avengers. Those people that like, they bring something serious to the table and they're trying to help you get to where you're trying to get to. They support you, sometimes people would be like, your family and your work, oh, gotta keep those separate. Work goes wrong, family goes wrong. Family goes wrong, work goes wrong. So you kind of broken that stigma. Tell me about your experience working with family, how it's a good thing, how it's not, you don't have to break it apart.
Well, growing up, around the age of 11, my father had passed away. And because of that, it was just me and my mom. And because I was so heartbroken and just, so much personal pain, I wasn't, I was out trying to, do my own thing. I wasn't really worried about her, and she wasn't really worried about me. And so I feel like this has helped us bond as, son and mother. You know what I mean? So we've been able to reconnect through this and other things that we've done. So I feel really blessed about that, because at one point I felt like I lost my mother, and I'm pretty sure she felt the same. And I'm just glad that now we're in a place where we can do the things that we can do now.
Yeah. That's excellent. In closing, the channel that I'm doing is this will find it type of, like I said earlier, I'm trying to talk to people who are pursuing goals and dreams that they have, things that make them feel alive. What you're doing now makes you feel alive, right?
Yes.
That's what I do this for. I do this for people out there who want to find that it. There are a lot of people out there, like I said, that want to find it, but they don't know how, they don't know what to do. Share something about what advice you have for them. If you were in their shoes, how would you start to find it?
Well, to be honest with you, I struggled at that point too. But what I did is I took examples that were around me and I used them to my advantage. I was working under Flawless Inc. Shout out to Keenan, Tom, and everybody else. But I was working under Flawless Inc. and because of their passion and their strive to do and to achieve what they were searching for, that led me to that led me to my dreams, and it also like it inspired me. So yeah, and if you're in a place where you don't have a situation like that, I would say the easiest thing is to take that first step. Because if you're struggling because you don't know what to do, take that first step. Doing things like this, working for yourself and starting something new, it's all about learning from your mistakes. So if you don't take that first step and trip down, you're not going to learn how to get back up.
But what you do with that failure,
that's what overall contributes to your success.
With that, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to talk to me.
Thank you for having me.
For more information and all your furniture needs, contact Otta Johnson.
We are up on Facebook, Twitter. We also have a website called johnsonsfurniture.wix.com. That's WIX.com. You can also contact me at 315-412-3533. And I hope you have a good day.
It's your boy Don OV, A-N to the P, 2 foot Neo, through Otta Johnson. We'll find it.